Hello, it's Amanda here from Bend Like Bamboo. So this week's blog is all about how to overcome any setback. So setbacks, I believe, are designed to move you. You are supposed to feel uncomfortable, otherwise you would just stay the same. So if you can view any setback you're going through in your life at the moment as the universe is designed to move you onto a new path you're actually ready to walk, or perhaps a new path you've actually been wanting and desiring for quite some time now. So you really need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and make the unfamiliar familiar for you to walk the path of your dreams, to achieve your goals, and this will also help you to create harmony in the body. So we get so used to being familiar because that's the safest way. So if you can start with smaller changes every day to get yourself used to trying the unfamiliar. Because it might actually be familiar for you to feel a lack of willpower, a lack of energy, and to not get what you want. You really don't want that to be familiar in your life, because then you'll resign. And that is also what lack of willpower is. It's that resignation in your spirit where you really start to believe, yeah, those things just don't happen for me. It happens for everybody else. I don't deserve it. We know that an inflexible mindset is also linked to more anxiety. So this is going to be, when you open your mind and you're more flexible, this is going to be really good for you. And it's going to lead to what you want. The philosophy of Bend Like Bamboo is to lean into uncertainty, because this is when possibility opens up. I had to learn that the hard way when I was living in rehabilitation, and I was in hospital and I was paralyzed, and it happened over a slow 10 days, and I really didn't want it to happen. And for the first part, I spent so much energy not wanting it to happen, being stressed about it. And it really didn't lead to any productive paths for me. It actually made it worse. But when I had no choice but to surrender into the inevitable, a funny thing happened where I had more energy to then problem solve. But I had to lean into the uncertainty of all the stuff that was going on to get my brain back and to be able to problem solve and find solutions. So I really believe that you can overcome any setback. A story just recently for me, I was overcoming a fear of jumping onto a big stage, and leading up to the event, I would just watch YouTube videos every morning, because the information you bring into the brain is what gets absorbed, and what you focus on is so important, and what you're believing in your subconscious. So pictures and words are really important. What you tell yourself, narrative, so positive thoughts, imagining like the show was going to go really well, watching people that inspired me. I was watching back-to-back Jennifer Lopez clips on YouTube because I find her really inspiring. I find her to be very entertaining but humble at the same time, and I just found that really inspiring. So I was just watching that every single morning, and it found that that performer in me is sort of what woke up by watching that. So you really want to watch what you're telling yourself, you really want to watch what you're saying, and you really want to watch what you're feeling, because when you think like a leader, you're going to believe you're a leader, and you're going to act like a leader. So make the familiar unfamiliar, and make the unfamiliar familiar. You kind of understanding what I'm saying now. So setbacks are really designed to move you. You are supposed to feel uncomfortable, because when you get used to doing that, this will translate to the bigger changes. So here are some tips. Brush your teeth with a different hand. Dry yourself differently when you get out of the shower. Walk or drive on different routes. Start with the smaller changes, and they will translate to the bigger ones. Another thing that you can do every single day is do something that scares you. Maybe that's how you start your day, and your brain will begin to feel safe actually taking the leap. bring yourself back into the moment as often as you can. There's a time for thinking of the past and there's a time to analyze the future. But the more you can just catch yourself to bring yourself back into the moment, when you are conscious and mindful, you are in your most creative state where you can create something new behaviors, new thoughts, new programs. On my website, you'll find lots of tools under resources and our shop. So journaling and meditation, I've got great ebooks that you can use as tools. And of course, yes, kinesiology is a great way to get into the subconscious and rewire the brain. So I hope you enjoyed this week's blog, how to overcome any setback, and I would love to hear from you as well. If you've got any stories of how you've overcome setbacks, please do email me at hello@benlikebamboo.com.